There were so many videos about this, but I think this one might be the most concise.
No one realized that the two astronauts stuck in space had actually never been to space. During the live broadcast of the astronauts being rescued, many people noticed something was off. It looked like an AI video. The graphics and effects were too perfect. The sky and water were super blue. The parachute didn't look real, and there were even dolphins in the background, just like a CGI trailer. Plus, when the capsule hit the cold sea, there was no steam, even though it should have been heated up. Then there was the timing issue. When the astronauts landed, they said the rescue team would take 30 minutes to get there, but it only took 2 to 3 minutes. Originally, American astronauts Barry Wilmore and Suni Williams were only supposed to stay in space for 8 days, but in the video that came out later, they were even celebrating holidays with decorations. I don't believe the space station supplies would have included that stuff, so the only explanation is this was all planned. They never went to space. They were just somewhere creating the illusion of being stuck there. The biggest issue is this. Reports said they came back to Earth on SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule, but we know SpaceX has already had 2 failed test flights this year. On January 16th, it broke apart during a test. Then, on March 6th, during launch, there was an energy event that caused several Raptor engines to fail, and the spacecraft lost control and disintegrated. So, do you still think this whole thing is real?
I would not have written on Elon Musk's rocket back to Earth. Heck, freaking no.
Yeah, they blow up a lot, don't they?
I have seen that thing blow up several times now. I would not be writing back on that thing. Like, no freaking way.
Well, I think that's the thing about the International Space Station, to me, and if you guys got a video, I'll be happy to be proved wrong about this. Maybe not happy, but I could be proved wrong about this. I want to see them dock up to the International Space Station. It seems like it would be an intense thing, right? That would be the most insanely, like, engineering, scientific thing that they could get to this thing that's moving at that rate, dock with it somehow, and then people get out and go in, and you know what I'm saying? They have somebody get
it docking? I think, but it looks questionable.
It's kind of like where they launch a rocket, and then after about 2 minutes, it becomes cartoons. Right, and
then all I know is what you just showed with those parachutes. That was totally CGI, and the ocean was CGI. What was that? Is that the actual footage?
Yeah, let me. Actually, you know what? I've got a few more.
There's no way that was the actual footage. That's got to be like a simulation.
This was like obviously a very hot topic on TikTok. So I mean, I had.
Is that the actual footage though?
Let me show you another one.
Dude, you know what I think is more alarming is the fact that her hair comes back with her hair did. You know what I mean? Like she then did her hair, and the roots were no longer gray when she came back.
Nah, bro, you cannot tell me. We are not living in a movie. So after 9 months stranded in space, the two astronauts, Sonny and Butch, they touch down to Earth in a scene so damn beautiful. It looks AI generated. You can see boats racing to them in the distance, and then SpaceX hits them with the coldest line that they've been waiting 286 days to hear.
Butch, Sonny, on behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
Oh, and just when you think it couldn't get any cooler, they are welcomed by a pod of dolphins. What is this? Now keep in mind, they haven't felt gravity in like nearly a year, and you can lose about 1/3 of muscle mass in just 2 weeks. So, when they actually touched down, they needed help standing up again, and they were even given these rolling chairs so that their bodies can begin readjusting. Sonny broke the world record for the most spacewalking for a female astronaut. Oh, and apparently, they won't be paid overtime for the trip.
Let me switch this other video. This shows a little bit of the...
That looks so unreal.
Blatant green screen. Where's all the wash around the... Where's it? Right?
Do you know what they've been doing?
I've been in the water all my life, mate, right? That's a load of shit.
Yeah, where's the wave?
They're running this one hard, mate.
Oh my gosh, the wave just went through the thing. The wave went through. Go do that again.
Okay.
The wave went through the spaceship.
Do you know what they've been doing?
I've been in the water all my life, mate, right? That's a green screen.
Look at the left side.
Wash around the... Where is it? Right?
Yeah, that's not there.
I've been in the water all my life, mate, right?
Look on the left side. Look at the left side. Look. Okay, the wave. It breaks right there. And it passed through without even having a wake change.
Yeah.
There is no... That is CGI completely.
You're like, I got another one. Let me...
The wake didn't even change.
Yeah, this one cracked me up.
Well, you know, I was up in space for about 9 months, never wore a helmet once. Once I got back down to Earth, I had to put that plastic thing on. Don't want that oxygen to fucking kill me, you know what I mean? Hell, it's 2025 out here, and we're wearing Spirit Halloween astronaut costumes. Doesn't even have a port entry for fucking any wires or fucking air, anything. How about the new boots? They're actually separate boots from the fucking white pleather suit.
So if the door perhaps flies open while you're in space, your butthole's going to fly through your fucking pant leg. Also, you may want to put the plastic shield down so it actually looks like an authentic fucking picture.
I can't believe they put out a CGI video. Like the way the parachutes fell and the filming was so smooth, and the freaking water has zero wake breaking on all of that. Like that is 100%. That is CGI. And then a pod of dolphins interact with
Yeah, that's just like literally the thing touches down within minutes.
there's somebody there to pick them up. But in the meantime, the dolphins were waiting there. Flipper was there. Yeah, well, that's to welcome them. Yeah, thank you, Flipper, for welcoming our astronauts, bro. That is just insane because, like, I think that's part of the distraction because people are going to be talking about, oh, the dolphins. The dolphins, not talking about the fact that the CGI looked like, dude, bro. I feel like